Hello, the internet, and welcome back to the live stream. That was not meant to jump that quickly into that. I'll have to adjust that. Not sure why that didn't play the entire intro, but here we are. We have a new system set up here, a new streaming setup. There is an update to this situation though that I've got to address. I'm just wondering why it didn't play the whole intro. I must have calculated things incorrectly. I'll have to go back in and look at that. That's my bad. It was meant to jump into my new intro piece, which is just it's like a 12, not even like a 3-4 second little, and then it would have been straight in. But I somehow calculated things wrong. But yes, this is the change to the stream. The main difference here is that we are not fighting against YouTube. We're not fighting to do something that more than probably isn't possible. Look at this hideous. You know what's not possible? To get this, I got to get a haircut. As soon as Claudia and Baxter are down here, I'm doing a live stream haircut. We're getting this shit fixed. You know that I wanted to run live streams that got longer by the minute every stream. We fought and fought and fought to try to get that to happen. Now, when I say get that to happen, we had so many issues with the way that YouTube was ingesting live streams. You had to go and start your stream manually. Then you had to go to your software and start the stream, sending data across. And then you had to maintain that window while you were streaming. And then you had to come back in and press stop on the streaming software and then go back into the browser and blah, 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 blah. I thought it's just too difficult. We got 116 streams in, so I just figured it was too difficult. Let's just stop the concept altogether, go back to, or go towards regular live streams, kind of like what I do on DLive, where we just do what we want. Not what we want, but we just do what we do, and whatever the time that takes is what that stream is. I had in my mind that this would suit very well because we're going to be moving into streaming from Stevan. Now those streams cannot be timed. There's no way for me to, say we're going to be driving around for 47 minutes and that's it. So I had to sort of work that thing out in my head that we needed to do two sorts of streams on YouTube. And then I thought if I'm going to do two styles of streams, they should both be the same, right? One shouldn't be a longer than a longer and the other one shouldn't be. It just a minute longer. It just didn't make sense in my mind. It's got to be fluid. So this process that we started today is the first time we're just going to do a stream however long we want. I'm factoring in about an hour here on this stream. The reason it's going to be around about an hour, and I'm kind of thinking that might be the sweet spot, maybe an hour and a half, but I'm thinking an hour today because I'm going to go and get this x-ray for this rib. That's what I'm doing today. So there's that to be thought of. Also, well, I don't know how. Sorry, I was gonna sort of say something personal, but then I thought, you know what? There's a lot of haters on the internet, and I don't want to put out private information. Like I used to just give out all the information, whatever it was, but I'm gonna hold on to that. Just in regards to the chat, Zexity says, "Wow, 3 dislikes," and we got people that come in here. I'm gonna get to the chat too, by the way. People that come in here onto my content just to hate. They're so interested in watching me. They're so captivated by whatever I do that they'll come in here just to drop a hate comment or a hate thumbs down even before I've began anything, right? So these people, we know that they exist. We know that they're out there. It's pretty, it's kind of cool because it's content. It's the eyes on the stream. It's also kind of sad for them to spend all their time so engrossed in what I do when they could just be doing their own thing. Like I don't sit in front of streams waiting for them to start to dislike, right? Or disliking and then moving on to the next stream and disliking. I mean, I couldn't be fucked with that. And by the way, one of the new policies I've got here on YouTube is I don't swear. I mean, I don't care. I'll swear. If it needs to be sworn, I'm not playing the game where you can swear after a certain percentage of your streams going through. YouTube, come on, get your hand off it. Get your hand off it, YouTube. But I do have to acknowledge something rather large. Yesterday, I went in and had a good deep dive into the YouTube Studio Beta for live streaming. And I have to tell you this, I found something which did not exist before. Now, it may have existed yesterday during my heated frustration, confusion rant. I'm not going to deny that this may have been staring me in the face yesterday. It definitely was not there back when I started using Restream.io. I want to show you something which is going to be like, you know, if you're here to hate me, hey haters, if you're here, we call them dicks. Hey dicks, if you're here just to hate me, well, here's a reason to hate me, right? Check this out. I found this. Enable auto start. Enabling auto start will automatically start the stream when you start sending data from your streaming software. Are you sure you want to enable auto start for this stream? And likewise, there was one for the ending, enable auto end. Enabling auto end will automatically end the stream when you stop sending data from your streaming software. Are you sure you want to enable auto end for this stream? So I got to tell you, that is a feature on YouTube. So that does exist. Me, I never saw it. And I'm not sure when it was rolled. It may have been rolled out yesterday during that's maybe that's why Restream didn't work. I don't know. I don't know when that dropped, but it's something that is new. However, I only saw that this morning at the half an hour mark when I came in here and said hello the internet on the chat. I saw that and I was like, huh. Well, shit me. I could go back and tweak, because I've changed my Stream Deck to not control the stream now. So I'm controlling the stream, right? Used to be my Stream Deck would do a countdown, and that might have been why the intro messed up too, by the way, but I'm now controlling the whole stream, whereas before the Stream Deck at a press of one button would do everything, including the timer of the stream, and then I'd be talking to you and I'd be like, well, I can hear my outro music rolling, and then the stream would come to the outro slate, the end slate, then it would stop the stream. I disabled all that stuff because this did not exist. But now that it's there, I did a massive double take this morning, and I actually was kind of a little bit frantic for a while. I was like, shit, should I swap it all back? But I'd already removed the functionality from the Stream Deck. I was like, I don't remember the numbers. What are the numbers I've got? Oh man, I was like, I spent all day yesterday working out that I'm kind of comfortable not doing my minute by minute thing and just going back to, like, I reasoned with myself, and I got comfortable, I got complacent, I got ready for it. I was thinking this is a good thing, and then it wasn't until half an hour before this thing began, like, well, actually, well, look at that. You could kind of go back to what you wanted to do, right? By reading that. This is exactly what I was saying yesterday. Why doesn't YouTube allow that? And they do. So if you're here to hate me, go ahead and hate on that. Drop a dislike. Go and write a comment. You're a complete tool, dude. That's been there for a month, or that's been there for 2 months, or whatever it is. Go ahead and hate me. I'll take it. I don't mind. I don't mind when I'm in the wrong. I was wrong at that point yesterday. Was I wrong way back when they removed that feature? Hell no, because if that was there from the start, we would never even been having this discussion, because it would have always worked, right? So they removed it, they brought it back, and here's the other thing that I want to address with that. If YouTube was more like DLive, in the sense that we can just drop a DM to Tidy, right? I can go and DM Tidy. Now, you might think, who the fuck's Tidy, right? Well, on DLive, there's a head of community, much like there is on YouTube, but that person is actually reachable in the form of a Discord DM, right? You can just send him a message, and he'll answer. So had that have been here on YouTube, I could have DM'd the head of community English. We've got that on DLive, head of community English, head of community Turkish, head of community different languages. I could have dropped the DM to them and said, man, I'm really stuck here. Can you have a look at this stream I did yesterday? Can you just help me? But that's not there on YouTube. That feature, that functionality, that help isn't there. And so I went blind, possibly for however long that's been there. I've been blind to it, right? Now you might say, well, that's your fault for not digging deep, man. You should have dug deep into the studio. You complained about it enough. Did you look at it enough? To be completely honest, I've said this many, many times. I don't want to worry about that shit. I just want to make the stream. I just want to create the content. I don't care about the triangular feed of view click-through ratios and sending your triangle further down to reach views, the thumbnail AB versus... I don't care about that. That stuff has been proven to be non-accurate anyway. They say you have to do this, you have to do that to enable, to trigger the algorithm and to get onto the homepage. None of the big creators do any of that stuff. We've seen Mr. Beast do the complete opposite, right? We've seen PewDiePie do the complete opposite. We've seen buddy David Dobrik doing the complete opposite. So none of that shit works. It's just a marketing ploy from YouTube to get you involved and constantly observing and being part of this thing. But you've got no hope of winning it, of beating it, because they choose. We know that. We know they choose. So yes, if you're here to hate me for this, I want to see those 3 dislikes get to 6. I want to see the dislikes far outweigh the likes, because I deserve the hate for that, for sure. You can go ahead and hate me for that, for sure. That's fine. I'll take that. I don't mind admitting when I was wrong. I was wrong in this instance. It's now pushed me into a different phase of my live streams, which is going to be a good thing. We're going to be able to do different content here. We're going to be able to make these streams more seamless and more fluid. Whereas when you would come onto my channel before and you would see the intro a minute longer by the next stream, if you went back and checked the previous stream, not always was that the case, because we would always fall over somehow, or the tech wouldn't work, or whatever. So if you look at my channel now and the live streams, you're going to have this intro we saw today, and then there's going to be a different intro for Streaming from Stevan. And that's how we're going to do this, because like I've said many times, I'm not leaving YouTube. There's no way I'm leaving. This is important for me. This is critical for me, but it's a matter of me working around the systems that are in place and having that work for me. And at the moment, this is the change. This is what we're doing. And I think it's going to be beneficial. I think it's going to be really beneficial when we start doing Streaming from Stevan. It'll make more sense at that point. Right now, you might be saying, well, dude, you could do it an hour and 56 minutes today, right? You could do that, and you could program your Stream Deck to run it all. Yeah, by the look of this, I definitely could. I'm not denying that. Do we want to go back to that, having made the decision to move away from it, and how difficult that decision was? I don't think we do. I know I don't. I'm content, aside from about a frantic maybe 15 minutes this morning where I considered flipping everything back, and then I sat back and said, I actually sat here and I went, now, we talked about this yesterday. We talked about it with the givers on the two-way street. This is, again, this is not just me dictating what's going on. This is the feedback from you guys. So we talked about this extensively yesterday, and we came up with the decision, don't do the 1 minute longer thing. Don't fight it any longer. That's the title of this stream. I'm sick of fighting YouTube, or I'm no longer going to fight. I'm going to just play with it, right? The enable auto start, the enable auto end. I have set up my Stream Deck to stop the stream. I did that, but I obviously didn't do it correct because it didn't do the correct timing, and I'll work on that. There's always going to be a little hiccup, I suppose, a little glitch, and that's probably, oh, not probably, that's definitely my fault, not exactly understanding the math, right? This is all math based. So you do a countdown for a stream intro, it's all based on math and timing, and it's all in milliseconds, which I've never. Before I started live streaming, I didn't even know what a millisecond was. In fact, I still don't. I've got a little calculator that I've got in Excel to punch in, the intro runs for 2 minutes and 37 seconds. That equals whatever milliseconds. And then I just copy those into the Stream Deck, because the Stream Deck's all in milliseconds. But that's where we're at. And today, the stream today is going to be a little, like, I guess a little free form. I don't really have content in terms of topic aside from letting it roll, right? Doing what we're doing, and this is the first of them. So I want to run it by you. I want to engage the chat about that, and maybe if you want to call in, I'll give you guys the opportunity. There's the voice call-in line there if you wanted to use it on Discord. I'm going to go back up to read the chat because I've totally neglected it, and often you'll see me dip into like a long-form monologue, and that's when, at that point, I'm not looking at the chat because I've got this stream of conscious that I want to deliver, and I can't, like, until I get to the end point of that stream of conscious, I just decide to not check the chat, but I'll always go back and recheck it, right? Because that's the point of a live stream. So I began this morning with hello the internet. Perdbeer is up there first. I'll be back for the start of the stream, but I got to shave my beard. Today is the first day of Corona Zeit. Okay, my first day out of Corona shite. Okay, gotcha. Benny's up in the house. Good morning, Benon. Hey, Benny. How are you, mate? I'm good, I said. And Benny's well. I'm going to buy some new scissors and some tools today for the next stage of the board. If you're not sure what Benny Crawford is talking about in the chat there, he's my new surfboard sponsor. He's a surfboard shaper up in Queensland, up on the Gold Coast, and he's making a custom Gives a Minute surfboard. And it's getting very close. And I'm very, very excited and very honored to be riding Benny Crawford's designs. We've got his artwork here, and we've seen the artwork before on the stream with the painting of myself. Very cool guy, very supportive of the channel. And when I needed something the most, when I lost my sponsorship with Global Surf Industries, Benny came up and said, dude, how about we do this? And I mean, a custom design board, the big fat Gives a Minute logo on it. I mean, come on. I'm in the water and I'm surfing with people and they're like, oh, what are you vlogging for? Oh, I've got a YouTube channel. Oh, what's it called? Oh, Gives a Minute. Oh, what? Gives a Minute. Oh, yeah, cool. I don't remember that. But if I can go, it's called Gives a Minute, hop off the board, show them the logo, they'll be like, oh, Gives a Minute. Yeah, cool. And then I recognize the hand. Cool stuff, Benny. This deserves a cheers, ears, nears. Thank you, my friend. Also, can I just say, now that the time thing has been removed, I feel a lot more relaxed here. I'm not going to lie. I feel a lot more relaxed streaming. Like, it used to always be in the back of my mind that I had like a schedule or a schedule, however you speak, right? Sister gets the shits when I say schedule. I used to have this thing in the back of my mind. It's like, oh, okay, this has to happen by this time. That has to happen by this. Now it's more like, well, whatever happens, right? We don't really have to stick to a schedule. We can just do what we want. So I kind of like that. This is a freeing up. This is freedom, folks. This is freedom of 2020. Freedom, everybody. Project is on schedule. Thank you, Benny. Perfect. Benny Crawford. Hey, Mindy's in the house. Mindy, making a cup of tea and excited about the new Stream League adventure. And look, Mindy, you're excited. I'm excited. And when we get the Discord video call stuff how I want it, I'm really pumped for that. Really pumped for that. That yesterday, that experiment, that test was pretty conclusive. That worked very, very well. Very clean visuals, very clean audio. And that's on the machine I'm streaming on. When I have that on the Mac Mini, a separate machine entirely, wow, we're going to be, I mean, I think this is going to be pretty good. Definitely going to open up a lot more scope for cool stuff, right? Interviews and patching in content creators and whatnot. Very, 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 very pumped for that. And Mindy says, oh shit, where's my chat? Mindy says, if Benny was drinking Twining's English breakfast tea, that would be a trifecta. I said that would be a T-factor. T-factor? You got it there? And then I said, I'll see you all in 10. And then that's when I was kind of like in makeup trying to get this thing to work. And this thing needs a lot of work, I can tell you. Tim says, Timski's in the chat. He says it's 6 degrees Celsius outside, 20 degrees inside, but bed is too comfy to get out of. Besides, a cat is holding me down. I love that when a cat holds you down. Everyone's saying hello. Hey, Perd's back. How'd your shave go? Only a trim. I look less like a hobo now. There you go. It's sad that normal life is resuming. Well, I got news for you, Perdbeer. It may be resuming in Berlin town, but here in Australia town, it ain't resuming to normality at all. In fact, it's getting worse. Hell, we're going to 2 more days and we're going to look back into the situation in Melbourne, in Victoria. We said on the 10th of July we'd revisit, and we're going to, and it looks terrible. It looks terrible. So we don't have normality back here. You do. Hold on to that if you can, really. Benny Crawford, this is new. Yeah, the intro, right? And I got to work out why that didn't work. Zexity, there you go. 3 dislikes. Yeah. And addressing the haters, right? Addressing the haters. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, right? Like, you've got time enough out of your day to spend it on my stream just to drop a dislike. Like, first of all, that means you know when I'm going live. That means you know my schedule. That means you follow me enough to know when I do the live streams. That means you're either subscribed with notifications on, which is very, very strange. Very strange thing to do. Would I spend my time sitting out the front of a house of someone I did not like just to see them come out the door and go, I don't like you. That's the equivalent. They're just sitting there waiting for me going, I don't like you. And I'm just walking past them. Like, who gives a shit if you don't like me? So what? There's people out there that do like me, just like there's people out there that don't like me. Ironically, you spending all your time here hating me is giving me validation on what I'm saying, because I'm saying that life is not all good, right? There's not always the positives, there's the negatives to go with them. So you people that have said to me, Gibbs a minute's just Mr. Negative, all he does is look at the negatives, you're validating it by doing the negatives, because they both exist. We see it. We see the likes, we see the dislikes. You're just giving me validation at that point. So I don't know what to tell you, but thanks. Thanks for the interaction here. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're going for here. Live interaction. So thank you for helping me out. Benny Crawford, hey Zexity, Perd Beer, Morning Arrow, and Blackbeard in the house. G'day Blackbeard, how do you do, man? Got the hang 10 there. How you going, buddy? This cheers is for you. Good to see you. It's a game of haircut. Bring it. By the way, I just started watching Game of Thrones not for the first time. I know that I've seen up to season 5 or something. So I'm going back to the start. I'm going to watch it all in a row. In conclusion? No, in context. I'm going to watch it all I'm going to watch all of it. I can't think of the word. You definitely need a haircut. Hey, Jelly Duck in the house. Stop fighting YouTube. Can I play your clip here, dude? Can I play your track on the stream today? I had a quick look in the Discord. I see you put up a little hip-hop track. Can I play that here on the stream? I hope so. Perd Beer, no, that concept was great. So Perd Beer's talking about the minute longer. So you were here yesterday, Perd Beer? Were you here in the chat yesterday? I thought you were going to say you were done with YouTube. I got nervous. No, Blackbeard. Definitely not done with YouTube. There's no... As much as I argue about things on YouTube, I understand the importance of YouTube. I understand the validity of YouTube. It's a difficult game to play, but I understand that I've chosen to play it, so I've got to play it. It's kind of like the lemon stuff and the diamonds and the mayonnaise and all that on DLive. When people tell me, probably should put on lemon spam, dude. I'm like, what? You think I should turn off the notification noise for lemon? Because someone drops a lemon train and it does 76. Wow! 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 And then in the middle there's a mayonnaise. Wow! You think I should turn that off? No way. That's the platform we chose to play on. That's a thing in the platform. You turn that shit off, suddenly someone comes in and drops a lemon train. They're like, hey, that guy hasn't got notification noises on. Pfft, I'm out of here, right? Never dropping a lemon train again on that guy. That's the platform we play on. We've got to embrace that. We've got to enjoy that. As much as it's kind of a little frustrating, we've got to enjoy it. We've got to acknowledge it and we've got to embrace it. And that's the same right here on YouTube. We've got to accept that there are things on this platform which I don't like. Many other creators don't like them. It's just the nature of the game. You have to play within the parameters of the platform. My Eunice, everyone. David Pretty Bread. G'day, David, all the way from Ireland. And man, David, I did listen to your comment. It's still processing in my mind what you said yesterday. David, you said, I really liked the idea of the minute longer because it would mean in your time zone, it would get better and better and better as we went longer. All I can say to you for that is stick with me, because when we do the streaming from Steve Ann's, they won't be 9 a.m. starts. Streaming from Steve Ann will be like 3 p.m. starts my time, so 6 hours from now. So it'll be a completely different watch time because it needs to be the afternoon and the sunset for me, right? So this is the morning. You can't see it now. There's usually a beam of sunlight coming across my bed. That's the morning sun. As the day progresses, that goes to the west. That's the east that way. But we're going to be doing the streaming from Steve Ann on YouTube and on DLive. It'll be a different time. So I just want you to know that I heard what you said and it killed me, because that was the part of the 12-hour every minute longer. Eventually it would move into your time zone. I was really, really stoked to have that idea. It was my idea, my concept. So that does kill me a little. I'm not going to lie, but just bear with me, because we will be able to stream in your time zones soon. And it'll be the streaming from Steve Ann. We'll be better than this anyway, right? We'll be out exploring Australia. Australia, mate. Perd Beer says, Perd Beer says, You can't expect that from YouTube. And he's talking about the one-on-one interaction. It has too many users. And that's exactly why YouTube is a shit show, right? It's just too big. And oddly enough, it's so big, but yet as a creator here, I don't get looked after anywhere nearly as well as I do on DLive. DLive is like a tiny platform, right? With less finances around it. Yet it's more financially incentivized for me to stream there than it is here. Now, if you think that YouTube is so big, then how come we're not earning a lot more cash on YouTube to create content? That's what I'm saying. Like if this is so big and so wonderful, how come we get shafted so hardcore as a creator? You'd think that if the pot is so big, there'd be more around for the creators, but it's not. It's terrible over here. The incentive is to stream more on DLive because the rewards are way better. So I don't know what to tell you. There may be haters. Oh, wait a sec. Back up. Sorry. Dude, you don't deserve any hate, Blackbeard. I mean, everybody deserves hate, right? No one's perfect. I'm far from perfect, but this is not hate for me. This is interaction. Hate would be, ordering pizzas to my door or dropping a bomb at my front door or whatever that shit is. This is help. This is not hate. This is the other H word. It's help, right? They're helping me. They're interacting, which is the best part about this. Chiron, hello Chiron. Am I saying your handle correct? Chiron Skakanti. How you do, Chiron? Good to see you. Mindy, hey Chiron. Podbeer, I like the concept. You could keep the Friday live stream +1, but not include the IRL in that. The Friday live stream. Oh, you mean the Saturday morning, a minute longer? See, here's the other thing, Podbeer. I did consider having two formats on YouTube, where one of them would be the minute longer, and then one of them would be the IRL. And then I thought, and this is exactly what I just said moments ago. Then I thought, YouTube, to be frank, YouTube doesn't deserve the extra stream from me because I get shunned and shafted so hardcore in the back end. This de-incentivizes me to want to do that. So I would much rather do one stream a week on YouTube. Maybe that one stream will actually be an IRL stream. Who knows? To come out and do a Saturday or for you a Friday night stream and then a stream in from Steve Van. In my mind, YouTube just doesn't deserve that. It doesn't reward me enough to warrant me doing it. Where if I did that on DLive, there'd be way more of a reward, way more of an incentive to do that. So that's where I'm at in 2020 on YouTube. I want to create content here, but you're gonna see at the end of this daily vlog run, at the end of I'm at 6 p.m. now. When we get through to midnight, there's gonna be a big change coming to that concept. That the platform YouTube doesn't incentivize me or doesn't welcome me enough to want to make me want to put the effort in that I have for the last 4 years. That's the bottom line. I've focused my time and I focused my attention so hardcore on YouTube from the get-go, and I've been shunned from YouTube. So at that point, I'm kind of thinking, well, I'm going to play into their game and try to change things and try to twist it up a little to suit them. And that doesn't involve creating more content. That involves creating a lot less content. But yeah, there you go. Aero Gamer, maybe there are haters, but there are a lot of likes. Good morning, internet with gives. Has a nice ring to it. Good morning, Aero Gamer. Thank you very much for that lovely comment, my friend. Appreciate you. Zeit is German for time. There you go, Podby. I did not know that. There you go. Benny Crawford. Cheers, brother. Whoa. Back up. Mindy, fantastic, Ben. I'm so glad you're relaxed. Yeah, freedom is great. And that's a big factor, right? The concept of me being constantly upset and fighting isn't conducive to creating cool content, right? If you're constantly arguing with the platform and trying to work around why it's not working for you, you're only ever going to come out and feel flustered at that. So if I can just go, well, this is how this thing works, I'm just going to work with it. Done. I'm not even using Restream today. I deleted it. I'm streaming. I'm naked right now. I'm streaming straight from OBS into YouTube. And there you go. I mean, I'm working what we've got here. I'm working with what we've got. I am getting to the bottom of the chat, folks. I know I'm taking up my time here, but this is important. And thank you for your comments. In the chat here, Tim, I'm sorry, I've just missed all that. I've been distracted. Can you start over, Benham? That's Duncan's comment in the D Live. It's getting worse in America. There you go. The COVID-19 is getting worse. Blackbeard, it's not so much the virus, though. It's more political, racial conflict. Okay. Perd, I have a feeling it won't be back for long. Maybe work will be manageable, but I just can't see the schools continuing. This is the COVID situation in Berlin. I wasn't here yesterday and I must sleep soon. Yeah, okay, understood, Perd. Take care, Perd. You shaved your beard before going to bed? Wow, that's unique, dude. Really? I mean, everyone's free to do what they want, but I normally do that shit in the morning before I leave somewhere. You shaved and then going to bed? What, you got to be nice and clean for your pillow? Oh, that's crazy, Perd Beard. Now, you're a crazy man. You shaved your beard before going to bed. You know it's going to grow overnight, right? I thought I was weird. That's the weirdest thing ever. Hang on a second. You shaved before this stream, and now you're going to sleep. Well, okay. Okay. Millsy in the house. G'day, Millsy. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to know you. Millsy knows the deal over in D Live. Millsy, how you been, Ben? I'm been good. Been working out some shit here on YouTube. Now, Millsy, you might say, dude, you got your shit sorted over on D Live. What are you whinging about? I'm very concerned about YouTube. I've got no problem. I know you've got an issue with D Live, and I know you're in two minds at the moment. I don't. I'm completely set for D Live. I'm very concerned about YouTube, and I'm trying to work within YouTube. I'm trying to work within this platform and get bigger and get better. And it's struggle town, let me tell you. I'm well, mate. You off playing golf today? Is Millsy playing golf? Are you a golfer, Millsy? I did not know that. Pissing down. I just got my preamp for my XLR mic arrived today. Did you get a cloud lifter? What'd you get? Do a surfing stream, but definitely do it on D Live. See, I've had people talk about surfing streams, and the reason I wouldn't do a surfing stream is because the connection doesn't work underwater, so Wi-Fi doesn't work underwater. But what I would do is park up at some beach with streaming from Stevan, turn the camera around, and focus on a break, and say, okay, I'm going to go out there and hit that, and you guys can watch while I'm out there. That's what I would do. But yeah, the actual idea of doing a live stream from the surfboard, talking and that. As soon as you go under a wave, the connection will drop. So it wouldn't, and you couldn't take a live view solo out there as well. Mindy says, no, he trimmed it. I have like a 2-week beard, but it was like 4 weeks today. Okay, Perd Beer, I get you. I'm going to bring the chat up on screen, folks, so you can play along. But there you go. We're up to speed with the chat. Yeah, Perd Beer. I thought she said you took a shave and then you were going to bed. At the top of the chat, I thought she said you were going to go and have a shave. Folks, what we're going to do here, we're going to take pause. We're going to take the promo, right? The promo is my album promo. This will all make sense in the piece. When we come back, I want to ask you guys your genuine concerns about this change. So get the concerns ready. I also want to play a clip from Jelly Duck. He made a new song. I want to play that on the stream. And then we're probably going to wrap this up. This is going to be a kind of a quick one. I want to go and get this x-ray done for the rib here, and that's going to take precedence. I guess that's kind of the beauty of this new concept, right? We don't need to sometimes when I was talking about topics, I would maybe hit the same point multiple times, and it felt to me like I might have been doing that to fill the clock out. Whereas now we can literally have the conversation based around whatever you guys think. And again, this will be more interactive because the chat will dictate how deep we get into things. So right here, we're going to take a pause. I'm going to have a slash. I'm going to go and check the ocean as well. You guys can enjoy the Armageddon promo, and there'll be a link in the chat for you to download this shizzle. Welcome back to the, no, not a slightly random daily song at all. This is not slightly random, and this is not a song. This is a video to explain to you the Armageddon and how you can get your own copy of the Armageddon. Now, what's the Armageddon? It's my latest release. You know I've been talking about the music I make under the moniker of That's Well, we've been discussing the latest recording. It's been taking place for the last little while. I'm happy to announce that today is release day, July 1, 2020. Why have I chosen the date July 1st for the release here? No reason except that everything kind of moved towards that being the end point of the recording process. And I figured for the whole month of July, I could promote this album, getting it into your hands. I want to give it to you for free. That's the thing. I want to give you the album for free. So as of today, and right through the whole month of July, there will be a link that I'll make clear to you either in the description here or in the chat. This is the link for you to go to and to nab the album for free, completely for free. You can download those MP3s and go to town. But the reason I want to talk to you more in detail about that is because I also want you to be able to get your hands on a hard copy if you want it. Now, you may not want this. You may just want the songs, and that's cool. But if you do want a hard copy of the album, you're gonna have to buy it, and it's not like you're buying it off a shelf. I'm only gonna print the amount that people order. So from July 1, let's say through to July 30, right? That's the whole month. That's the order process. So if you put your order in anytime in July, that means you are getting a hard copy of the album, but it hasn't been made yet. At the end of July, I will snap that process off, and if you've ordered, we'll go on and get those printed, and then I'll ship them to you. Now, the cost will be very, very negligible. I'm not looking to make money here. I'm not a musician. I'm a live streamer. I create content. I enjoy making music, but that's not the point of this. The point of it is to have a bit of a laugh. The only reason I want to do the hard copy is because last time with the second umming, so many people wanted a hard copy, and I only had 20 made. So this time, I'm not making them until I know how many are wanted. So if you do want to nab a hard copy, go to that link, do all the things there. While you're there, grab the download. This here is not the album. This is mocked artwork. This is the cover of the album, but that is not the actual album. On the album, there are a bunch of songs.
There was a time when I tried to explain. It was very blunt, but on the right track. I smoked him hard after a bottle of Jack. And what I said I would never take back. But he took it the way that a schoolboy would.
Without going too deep into the details, I recorded everything. Guitars, bass, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, vocals. Now, you know Duncan, Buzz Kingo. On certain tracks, he came down here and helped out, added his little bit to it as well. That's all listed on the liner notes in the artwork. Another reason why you'd want to get a hard copy. Having Duncan down here to help out with the music was so rad. It was so much fun. But he's not the only guest to appear on the album. Out here in the ocean, one day I was surfing with a South African guy who was holidaying in the next door house. And after a bit of chit-chatting, we got hanging out, and he kind of said, "Oh, just curiously, do you happen to have an instrument? I mean, I've been missing the guitar. I play a bit of guitar." He came in, we had a jam, we wrote a song. It's on the album. That all came from surfing right here, just random surfing with a stranger.
It's looking for the dream. Today we're gonna feel like never before. Number 3, tomorrow the same.
Also featured on the album is the handiwork of Lachlan Sheehan. Now, Lachlan is the sound engineer with Tracer. He did
a beautiful, beautiful job at polishing a turd. He didn't just polish a turd, he rubbed that thing until it shone like Jupiter in all of its glory. Does Jupiter shine? I don't know, but whatever Lachlan did, he made this stuff way better than what it was. Lockie, dude, thank you so much, man. Go and have a listen to this and tell me this doesn't sound audibly, sonically insane. Lockie, yeah! There's also a few cover songs in here. Now, you guys wanted me to do Four Non-Blondes, so I did that. That's in there.
Sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out, what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the
There's also a Pink Floyd cover. There's also an Omnis cover, right? I covered one of my own songs. And the rest of that stuff is brand new material for you to enjoy. But that's not all. You know me and music. My favorite band is Ween. I love the band Ween. And so to make this release even more special, I recorded 20 covers of Ween songs, and it's on this album here. The point of me showing you that is, that's also for you as part of this package. When you download the album The Armageddon, you get this as a bonus free disc, and if you order a hard copy of The Armageddon, you also get a hard copy of 10 more songs by Ween.
I don't know where you're coming from, but I wish you'd go away. And I don't know where you get your money from, but I wish I didn't have to be the one to pay, and I'm not sure how to say.
I've chosen to call it 10 more songs by Ween, but put 20 songs on there to be a little bit silly. But anyway, that's there for you as well. And I'll also throw in some Gives a Minute stickers for those hard copy orders. If you order a hard copy, you'll get some stickers. You'll get 3 things. You'll get the Armageddon, you'll get 10 more songs by Ween, you get a bunch of Gives a Minute stickers. I might even write a handwritten note on there for you as well. But you have to do it between now, July 1, and July 30. After July 30, there will be no more orders. Whatever it is, the number that we have, the amount, is what we go on order. There'll be about a month delay between when they get manufactured and when I can ship them to you. So if you order any time between now and the end of July, I would expect you to receive your copy of The Armageddon in September. That'd be the earliest. I'd say August will be the production, then there'll be the mail out. I reckon September you'd get it. That's why there's the download link to grab the music right now if you want it. Don't come to me after July and say, I want the album, man. You won't be able to get it. You'll have to go to Spotify's and Apple Music and all that place to buy it. This is the 1 month of opportunity. It's July, the opportunity month. Is that enough promo? I don't know about doing promo for my own music. There it is. I promoted my own music. Now look, while I sit down and take a listen to both The Armageddon and 10 more songs by Ween, you guys can go back to the live stream. This is not a Slightly Random Daily song. Just go back to the live stream. I'll see you there.
Oh shit, you got me. Whoopsie. Millsy, these songs are fucking good. Thank you, my friend. And I see, yeah, that's right. I remember yesterday. I love Ween. Why isn't Ocean Man on that remix? It's so rad that you use Ocean Man as your new follower. Or is it no, it's your follower announce on DLive. Ocean Man, what a cool song. I gotta tell you, man, Ocean Man was on the list of songs to do. I got like a never-ending list of Ween covers I want to cover. And I take them in batches, obviously. I did 10 songs by Ween 3 years ago when I released my other album. The second Umming, when this came out, I did 10 songs by Ween. And then for the new album, The Armageddon, I wanted to do 20 other songs by Ween. And Ocean Man was on the list, but the list got filled up so quick. As I was learning them, I was like, nah, this one's better. I want to do that one. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, that's 20 of them already, dude. Like, shit. Okay, Ocean Man will have to wait. What's your connection with Ween, though, Millsy? I don't know many people that know of the band Ween, and it blew me away that you use it as your notification noise. Very cool. Very cool. Tetris Freak in the house. G'day, Tetris Freak. How do you do, my friend? Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to know you. Mindy's hi Tetris. Michael Campbell. Hello, Bellin. How are you? Michael, I'm good, man. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to have you. Good to know you. Folks, speaking of music, let's have a little look here. I don't think Jelly Duck's still up in the chat there, but Jelly Duck also makes music. His channel over here on YouTube is called Jelly Duck 100. This is the latest track he's put up. It's called Strawberry Smoothie Lo-Fi Hip Hop. Let's have a little listen. He uses Logic as well. Ah, you're kidding me. Was that an ad? Is this Logic or GarageBand? Can't tell these days. Millsy, honestly, I just came across it while browsing the internet and I was like, hell yeah. So you don't know the band then? Well, man, you should download my album. Download my Ween covers album and maybe that'll get you into the band Ween. I'm good, thanks. Good to see you, Michael. Thanks for swinging by, man. This is Jelly Duck. He's usually in our chat right now. Well, he was before. No vocals in this? Millsy. Hendrick in the house. What are you doing awake, dude? Go back to sleep, man. It's still your nighttime. This is GarageBand on the iPad, is it? Oh, the resolution. It's 4:3. Yeah, true. How you going, Hendrick? Good to see you, man. That was the audio. Mellow sound, I like it. Yeah, it's mellow, isn't it, Benny? It's pretty cool. Oh shit. Oh shit. Solution this is playing. Only in 480. On auto. Good. I've already downloaded it. I might use it on stream if that's all right with you, unless you're associated with music company or something that won't allow it. No, you can go ahead and do that, dude. You can go ahead and do that. Please put my link to the download. I'll pop it back in the chat so you can copy it. If you can, just say, oh, this is a free album that Gives a Minute's giving away, and then pop the link that's in the chat now, just so that your crew can nab it as well. Very cool stuff there, Jelly Duck. That link will come up in a second. I just put that in on a little time delay. Very cool stuff, Jelly Duck. I'm not sure if you're still here, but well played, well done. I appreciated that. Very cool stuff. It'd be very good for an intro, maybe that track for an intro to a video. Yeah. Now let me ask you guys. I'm gonna just again this content, the change in the content direction. What do you honestly feel about this? What are your thoughts here? Like, is this the right decision to make to not do the minute longer? And make my live streams on YouTube either it could be a streaming from Stevan, or it could be this kind of content. Of course, after July, things will go back to just Saturday streams. But the Saturday stream might bump out to an afternoon one where it's streaming from Stevan. I really want to get your opinions on this. I really want you guys to say, because the focus for me is, well, not the focus, but a big slice of my attention is to D-Live. So therefore there can be less here, but what do you want from here? Okay, here's the other thing. Streaming from Stevan has to be on YouTube as well as D-Live. I do a stream on D-Live and it's going to be called Crookhaven Heads, or Afternoon Sunset live at Crookhaven Heads. if I do that on DLive, that's great for the view, right? The people that are watching it and the donations and that and the content bonus. That stuff is brilliant on DLive. By the way, where is that kind of content? Where is that concept on YouTube? No content bonus here. You know, no thanks for streaming long form. Just whatever. YouTube, different business model, but I like the idea of anyway. So if I do that on DLive and then in 25 days that stream gets deleted, well, that's gone forever, right? No one will ever be able to search Sunset Crookhaven Heads live stream. But if I do the exact same stream on YouTube, it's literally searchable forever. So I have to do it on YouTube as well as on DLive. Now, that's naturally going to mean, like I said earlier, it's got to be the later in the day for me. I can't do this stream now at 9 a.m., almost 10 a.m. on streaming from Stevan, because it'll be a sunrise stream at that point, right? But I want to do sunset with a few drinks, kicking back, chilling out with music, not here. You know, music's a little difficult on YouTube, but so it has to be a YouTube stream as well as DLive. Hendrik, g'day Tim. Benny, it's good, makes your stream however you want. Go with the flow, not against it. You will be more relaxed in your streams and may end up having more leisure time. This is true, Benny. This is true. Is the Armageddon and Ween album on Spotify? Millsy, no. The only way you can get this stuff for the month of July, it doesn't exist anywhere else, is on my streams or in that link. So for the month of July, I've tried to be extremely clear about this. For the month of July, the only place you can get this, and this is only for July, at the end of July, this process will be gone. So if you want to order a hard copy of my new album, like this hard copy, right? This is my existing album. This is the one that's out right now. If you want to order a hard copy, you have to do it in July. At the end of July, I'm going to remove that process, that concept, and only those who've ordered it will be receiving a hard copy. After July 30, we won't be talking about the Armageddon and the Ween album. It'll be like, that's out there now. And then it will be on the Spotifys and the Apple Musics, and then you can buy it. But right now, it's only available on July. There you go. Benny says, nice work on the track, Jelly Duck. Keep making more, please. Yeah, I don't think Jelly Duck's still here, unfortunately. He was up in the chat earlier, which is a bit of a shame. Mindy says, I like the freedom part, but I'm sad I won't see sunset streams. The sunset streams. Yeah, I guess, Mindy, that's the beauty of it, though, because you'll be able to catch the rerun on the YouTube. Now, you'll be able to also catch the rerun on DLive, but again, it's timed by 25 days and then it disappears. So I'm on the one hand, on DLive, it's going to be way more cool because we're going to have music. We're going to play the cap game. I'm probably going to camp out there and stay overnight and get completely tanked. But on YouTube, I'm probably going to just have two beers, no music, just chill out with you for a bit, then drive home, right? Depending on how far we go, of course. Each stream, and here we go again, each stream's going to do this more than the last. I want to do duplicate streams. So the first one will literally be Culburra Beach live stream, whatever else in the title. But I'm not going to go to Crookhaven, Hendrik, I'm not going to go to the bench, Crookhaven Heads on that stream, because that's Crookhaven Heads. I'm not going to go to Orient Point on that stream, because that's Orient Point. I need to make these streams searchable for the search later on, the after effect. So I'm just doing Culburra Beach. We're going to go into town. Maybe we'll stop up in the car park for the bowling club, sit there for a little while. We'll go out to Penguin Head. Maybe we'll stay at Penguin. We should hit Penguin Head for a sunset because that's kind of looking slightly to the west. Maybe we could get a sunset from up there, if the wind isn't nasty. Yeah. Perdbeer says, on DLive today, I watched a guy driving a truck on a US interstate, and it was a nice experience. JAI Trucking, what a great streamer. What a cool guy, yeah. And he just cruises along playing tunes and having a good time, right? That's what I want. I want to be able to just cruise along, have a good time, no dramas, no fusses. And I think that I'm so close to testing it. I've got to wait for, and I've explained what this is, but I've got these extender cables that take from my USB-C port on my laptop. Gives you this little bit of extra leeway. Whereas right now, if I plug my Satachi, which I've got plugged in now, dongle straight into the board, into the laptop, when you're on a vehicle and it's moving around, that's constantly wobbling against the seat. So I need to have a little extender cable that kind of gives you a little bit of extra play just so that it doesn't bend the pins. And that's on its way. Hendrik says, why don't you start your IRL streams on YouTube and finish with beers and music on DLive? Huh. Hendrik. So I'd physically begin it. This is what I love about live streaming. You just put this thing in my head. I'm like, wow. I mean, that's an interesting idea, Hendrik. That's a very interesting idea. Start the thing on YouTube and finish it on DLive. I can see a couple of issues with that off the bat, though. I can see that I'd physically have to do some back-end work whilst in the vehicle, and technically I'm not allowed to touch anything while I'm driving. So when you see the setup and when you see what I'm doing, my laptop the screen will be off and it's just me driving. Okay, there'll be a stream deck that I'll be hitting buttons with, but you're allowed to hit buttons on your center console. I'm in the same boat as Mindy. Mindy says, I like being in the chat, but maybe there'll be a few early streams here and there. Yeah, we'll do some early streams. Yeah, for sure. There won't be as many sunrise style IRLs as there will be sunsets, of course. But unfortunately, there is absolutely nothing I can do about that. That's just the globe, right? We live on I mean, if we did live on a flat plane, we'd all have the same time of the sunset, right? That would be pretty cool. But no, it's spherical, isn't it? You know? Do a drinking stream. Yeah, of course, we do. We do that, Millsy, a lot. We drink a lot. And when we get to... Because I can sleep in my van. I got a bed there. So the idea is that I'll be progressively moving these streams further away from home. We're going to be driving up and we're going to be exploring, right? We're going to be taking this to places I've never been. I'm going to be literally driving saying, should we go left or right? Left is the coast, right looks like a waterfall. Should we go and check the waterfall out? Let's go that way. Oh, what the hell? Look at this, man. Should we? Oh, hang on. Where's the compass? Well, yeah, west is that way. Man, if we park Steve Ann there, in 4 hours from now it'll be sunset. Let's drive back through this town and have a. Maybe I'll go and get a pie or something. Let's go and get some food. Then I'll come back to this spot for sunset and I'll park Steve Ann up. We'll face it so that it's westerly facing, so you guys see a sunset. I'll get a bottle of Jack or something, and we'll just sit there and have cap game boozing, and then I'll go to bed in the van. That's what I've wanted to do since I bought this van 2 years ago. I've only done it myself twice. I've only slept in the thing twice in 2 years. So the whole idea of doing it was that we'd do it together live. And I think the concept is so unique because nobody else has done this. And yeah, there's JAI Trucking streaming from his vehicle while he's driving doing deliveries. That's cool. It's going to be like a tourist thing, right? We're going to be driving around and I don't know the towns. It's going to be like, well, looks like a library over there. We park here for a bit. We'll just sit and watch the town. I'll turn the camera around. I'll put the GoPro on and get you the vision of the town. You guys can have a look. We can have a bit of a chit chat. I'm so pumped for this. This is really interesting. Now it should work, right? I got 2 4G connections and a live view solo. It should be good, but let's not get too carried away. But I really want this to work. I really want this to be a thing. I like Hendrik's idea. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna think more about that idea about starting it on YouTube and finishing it on DLive. The only reason I don't like that is because in my mind, I like to do, and this is my German thing, I like to do something and finish it. So what I was planning on doing is to do a test, if you like, on YouTube. Let's just say Friday afternoon. And this will obviously sacrifice my DLive stream. That day I won't be able to do a DLive stream. I'll be physically doing a YouTube stream at the same time as I'd be doing a DLive. So let's just say, what is it today? Today's Wednesday. Let's just say Friday. Let's just say Friday. I said, okay, Friday, streaming from Steve Ann, Culburra Beach, YouTube edition, right? So I go and do that on Friday. I started at say 3 p.m. What time's sunset? Hey Siri, what time's the sunset? 16:59. So that's 4 that's 1 minute before 5. So if I began the stream at 3 p.m. and we were driving around, you know, everything was cool. I'm showing you Culburra Beach. I don't go out of the suburb. I stay within the confines of Culburra Beach. Take you around. This won't take long. It's a small town, right? We drive through the town center. Like I said, we go to the bowling club. I take you down to the lake. We cruise around. We find a good spot for sunset. We pull up. Folks, we're going to sit here for sunset. I'm going to have 2 beers and that's all I can have because I'm driving. I'm not staying overnight. But if you want to see this stream again, Lucy Magoo style, I'm going to be doing the same thing on D Live on Saturday night, tomorrow night, and we'll do the same stream. But when we get to the spot where we pull up for sunset, I'll drink a bunch, right? And we'll play a cap game, and I'll stay there overnight. Well, it'll be tricky in Culburra Beach. They're pretty particular about that, but you know what I'm saying? Like the idea will be more freeform because we'll be able to have music. See, on YouTube, I can't do the cap game because we can't play music. But on D Live, we can sit there and I've got it coming, a 1 terabyte SSD, which I can plug straight in with all my music. When we did the test concept of this previously, I only did bands beginning with the letter A because I couldn't bring all my music with me. But now I've got a whole terabyte of SSD, plug it straight in Thunderbolt, and I've got the whole collection there. So the idea is that it's going to be more relaxed, more freeform. But the concept is it'll be like a trial or a clean trial on YouTube, and then the repeat of it with a little bit more fun, if you like, on D Live. That's my concept. So there'll be 2 streams of the same thing, essentially. But beer, actually, it's a great concept. Actually, worse. Do a drinking. I really like Hendrik's idea. Tim, Hendrik, be careful offering advice to Benon about creating and streaming. Be careful offering advice to Benon about creating and streaming. Careful. Tim, that's a shitty comment, man. That's a pretty shitty comment. Don't we live on a flat earth? Pull over, end YouTube stream, and tell everyone to move on to D Live. Fire up D Live. But the trouble with that, per beer, is that, and this is why I don't think I'll do it. The more I think on this, I would like to have the content as a full package for D Live. Like I don't want to scrape out on or skimp out. I don't want to skimp out on the driving part and the showcasing of the area because that's critical IRL content that no one's doing on D Live. So if I've done the driving part on YouTube and then I pull up and I say we're gonna crank the tunes and drink some beers, let's go to D Live, then D Live has missed out on all that cool IRL. So I don't mind doing a double up where we do both, one for YouTube, one for longevity on YouTube and one for D Live. In fact, I kind of like that because at the moment when it's in a town I know, like Culburra Beach, Crookhaven Heads, Orient Point, I know these places very well, but when we get further down or up the coast, wherever we go, these are going to be places I've never been before. So if we go once on the YouTube and then on the D Live, it's like, oh dudes, I went down here before. And I think we got close to there was like a canyon or something. We didn't quite get there on the YouTube. Let's go and have a look on the D Live. I think that will, you will see more. We will find more. We'll explore more because we've done it twice. That's what I think anyway. Yeah, that's what I think. And I mean, look, this also has the process or the potential to morph into other content. But right now, the way I'm thinking is kind of this IRL streaming from Steve and driving content. But maybe at some point it'll move into walking around the town as well. I don't know how we'll do that logically, technically with the extra gear and stuff. But I guess what I'm highlighting here in this stream and from here on in is that I've got to be more flexible with my content. Yeah, Hendrik, that's where you'd have to do the dual stream, the restream.io. I know you don't like that. Yeah. And it's true. And I won't be doing that because we still want to have Mayunas. We still want to have like, triple gives and tip your hat gives and ninja guineas and all. We still want to have that. But if could you imagine if there was a triple give right now? What would YouTube be thinking? What the hell? And then there was a Tokomo special treatment? That just would not fly here, right? So yeah, but that's why people do restream, but I won't do that. But yeah, I mean, I think we get somewhere when we talk about stuff because I did not think of that concept, Hendrik, to start it on YouTube and finish it on DLive. And even though I don't think I'll do it, the fact that that's been brought up tells me that there's other things that I can be thinking of internal to this content. So I can, if you're thinking that way, then I can also think slightly different and come up with maybe a different concept. Something, maybe as we do the YouTube component, it'll be like, well, this is YouTube, so why don't we do this? Like, why don't we pull over and get crew to come in on camera? Like, I mean, it's not like I'm going to pull over and ask people to get in my van, but yeah, okay, forget that. I was trying to think that maybe it could be more vlog style, where we ask people, you know, like vox pops on the streets kind of stuff. I don't know. Either or, I'm so stoked, and we're so close to doing it. And the idea of not succumbing myself to the minute longer streams means we can do it as Julive. So as part of Julive, we can do streaming from Stevan, which is unique, right? That's not what I was going to do. I wasn't going to include streaming from Stevan as part of Julive, but now that we're getting super close, and again, it's just a matter of a couple of items coming to me to add to the tech setup, and then I'm good to go. So I'm pretty confident we'll be able to do this very, very soon, folks. Is any like and here we go. This is me doing things differently. I'm feeling like we're gonna wrap the stream here, but does anybody else have anything they want to address before we wrap the stream, or is everybody okay if we wrap this up? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let this open to the givers. I think we're ready to end the stream, but I want to let you guys make the final decision. Does anybody else have a diamond, an ice cream, and a lemon? That's the triple freaking give. Mayunas, wow! Benny's got to fly, folks. Have a great day. Cheers. There you go. Sounds fun for sure, Mindy. Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm super pumped for this. Super pumped. And the more I do little trials and little tests, the more I'm really stoked on the results. Very, very. I've got the tech here. I got the laptop. Got the LiveView Solo. We're good. We're good. We're getting good. Yeah. So Benny's got a split. So we'll just wait and see if anybody else look. If you've got anything you want to address, by all means, go ahead. Arrow says cheers, give. So he's cool to split as well. I like this, right? Before it was like, well, we have to leave. Whereas now it's like, are you guys cool? Is everyone okay? Everybody still fine in the chat? Everyone's fine. Sounds fun. Gotta fly, folks. Have a great day. I think that sounds like we're going to wrap things up then. So I guess, I mean, well, right now I'm going to say thank you for a wonderful stream. And I can hear my outro music rolling. Be a long outro here, folks. This is a way we can wrap things up. I wish I had some paper here. I could do like a little shuffle the papers and sit back. But thanks for the stream, folks. Thanks for being with me here and kind of getting me through this process, right? Getting me through this process. Might as well wrap it up. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Hendrik. Cheers, man. Cheers, everybody. This might be too long, right? This outro bit. Let me see what you think in the chat if this bit's too long. It's a bit long, isn't it? Should have ended by now. How long does this go? That's too long now. I'm off to bed. Thanks for the stream.